What is up, assholes of the internet? I know what you're thinking. My God, how can I have sex with 2,000 women like John Anthony Lifestyle? Bro, listen. If you've never heard of TT Boy, you'll never understand that 2,000 is not that much, bro. Because TT Boy slept with, like, I don't know, 10,000. And I don't know why we use the term sleep with. He didn't sleep with them. He penetrated them and got great pleasure out of it. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, because I know I am. All right. Despite owing hundreds of thousands of dollars in child support debt, I'm not going to let that get me down. No way, Jose, bro. So anyways, that's why, my house looks like it does, because I live in the hood. That's why I can't say too many things regarding race, because they'll freaking kill my ass. They're knocking at my door, shoot my ass. I'm like, damn it, I must have said something I shouldn't have on my channel. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're going to look at a couple videos from TikTok and YouTube and all that shit. And we'll start this off with Fresh and Fit, because I thought this shit was hilarious. So let's go ahead and jump right into this.
But then when you talked about your family, you gave them the cop out of genetics.
No, what I said was...
Yo, who the fuck are you yelling at?
What I said, because I don't like what you're doing here, because I literally now for the third time and explain to you that
Number one, hold on. Let's set some ground rules. Let's set some ground rules. Do not ever yell at me again. Don't do that. Do not fucking yell at me. I don't know who the hell you think you are.
Don't cuss at me.
Yo, get the fuck off the show, bro.
Nigga, fuck you. Man, get me off the show.
Get the fuck off the show.
Get me off the show.
Yeah, you're gonna act up like that.
Get me off the show.
Get the fuck off the show.
Get me off the show. Get me off the show. Get me off the show. I know your troll ass would though. Like, I'm confused.
I'm not gonna physically kill myself.
Because I said 3 times now.
Because you're talking to me like this.
No, because you keep attacking me and you, no, because you're a fucking, you're a bully. That's what you are. You're a bully. No, you're a bully. You're a bully because now for 3 times I agree with you.
The fuck out of here.
I agree with you. 3 fucking times.
We're done.
Did I or did I not? And now you keep coming at me like I'm wrong, like I'm doing the most and I'm not.
Turn this bitch mic off.
Oh, what? Because I'm right?
You ain't right. You look stupid.
You a bitch and you're a pussy.
You gonna get the fuck out right now. That's what this is right.
I blame your mama.
The fuck out of here.
I blame your mama.
Yeah, blame my mom.
I blame your mama.
You look like a clown right now.
Nigga, you a bitch. You a clown.
Yep.
Everybody in the world don't like you.
Yep, and you're here though.
I'm only here because you're
on my show.
Fuck out of here.
And you're on my show, bitch. You're on my show, bitch. You're on my show, bitch. The fuck out of here.
Because, bitch, you don't know me.
Fucking clown.
Like I said,
the fuck out of here.
You a bitch, and this is all you ever gonna do. Right here.
That's why you look stupid right now. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking clown world.
Girl, boy, fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch. You look crazy right now. Fucking clown, bro.
It was not that serious.
Nah, I didn't think it's been 10 minutes. I wanted to touch you, my nigga, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yo, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You
look like a clown.
But you can find out.
Find out what? Who you threatening, bitch? Fuck out of here.
You fuck nigga.
Yeah, bring your guy back over here too. See what happens. Dumb bitch.
Okay.
Wow.
That went well.
You're at your fucking hose, bro.
Come on.
What happened?
Welcome to Fresh and Fit, guys. Fucking comedy shit. And look, she hitting the door. Whatever.
I'm like, bro, just dead it, man.
Whew, that was brutal. But you know what? One thing I have to say is that one little meme or whatever he had in that little video with the WWF wrestler. That shit cracked me up. Oh, shit. But yeah, listen, man, if you ever have a girlfriend or someone that comes over to the house and she refuses to leave, this is all you do. You just simply say, you want to fight, bitch? Meet me outside. Let's go. Let's take this shit outside. And you get her ass, draw her outside. As soon as she comes outside, you run back in and lock the door. And they call the police if she won't leave then. But yeah, no, that's all you do, man. Just tell the bitch, look, you're in my house now. You got to go. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Hello? Hey, Dad. I'm calling from my history class. So, who was president when you were a kid?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I think about killing myself pretty frequently. And why not? What's so great about living? You know when I'm happy? For about 5 seconds in the morning when I first wake up. before I remember who I am and what my life is all about. Anxiety, disappointment, diarrhea more often than not. I don't know if there's an afterlife. But who cares? Nothingness couldn't be any worse than this meaningless march through my empty days.
Damn. I laughed a little too hard at that shit, man. It's like, hey, Dad, wanted you to speak in front of my history class. And he starts going off on this rant and this tangent about how he wants to die every day and how bad life is. Oh my gosh. That shit was funny. Oh man. Listen, man. If you're a young guy and you're watching this, or even an old guy, let's say you're old and lonely or whatever, you're in a predicament like me, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, of child support. Nobody loves you. Nobody wants you around. What's that movie like, Joe Dirt? Go on, get. Go get you a Whab burger and some French fries.
That's right, Dirt. Nobody wants you in this town. Nobody wants you around, period. Oh, look at him, fellas. You crying, boy? You crying, boy? Maybe we'll go back down to McDonald's and get you a Wham burger and some French fries. How about a Weineken? You little sissy boy! Def Leppard sucks!
You crying, boy? You crying? But no, man, listen, if that's you, if you're like Joe Dirt, nobody loves you, just remember. All right, just remember, John chapter 16. It says this, Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Always remember, man, you're never alone. See, when you look at the animal kingdom, let's just take, for example, gazelles. Okay, gazelles, zebras, or, I don't know, one of them freaking animals out there in Africa. Do you know who typically will die off first in those crowds? It's usually the ones that are alone, okay? The ones that wander off from the pack, okay? So let that be a lesson, man. Try to be around people at all times, because truly and honestly, you're never alone, okay? Number one, God is there for you. And then, of course, you got people at your job, people at your church, maybe even family, extended family, okay? You've really got to look at it for what it really is, man. And just like Mom and Dad used to tell me, try to go out and make some friends, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look at some other stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all sentimental on you guys, but yeah, sometimes life will get you down, man. But don't be sad.
It's a controversial take. I'm just going to say it. This might be offensive, but I honestly believe that women typically don't mature as far as like what the other gender wants until they become older and realize, damn, I'm not getting the same level of attention. Because when a girl's at her peak, 19 through 25, can't really tell her nothing. She's hot. Hey, I'm going to be a raging bitch and annoying. It don't matter. Some simp's going to take me anyway. And it's not till women get older that they realize, like, damn, I'm not getting the same level of attention. I'm not getting the same attention from the same caliber of guys anymore. I need to wisen up if I'm going to be able to get one of these guys. And young girls typically don't understand this. They think I'm just going to behave however I want and I'm still going to get the man that I want because I'm pretty enough. But the options start to dwindle as you get older.
Listen, man, I don't know if you guys remember Eartha Kitt. I think that's her name. Let me just look it up. Bear with me. Eartha Kitt. Okay. Let me tell you a little story about her. Eartha Kitt was the lady that sang the song Santa Baby. Santa Baby, now hurry down the chimney tonight. Anyways, totally destroyed that song. One thing about her was, see the difference between men and women. Men are alone by default. Men are lonely and alone by default. It's not that they choose that life. It's just, that's how it is. Okay. Women, on the other hand, typically, if they're single, it's by choice. Okay. And I've always said there's no such thing as a single woman. Okay. There's just not. Behind every beautiful woman is some dude giving it to her. Okay. But go look up Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was a very famous singer. She died at the age of 81 from colon cancer. And it's a very tragic story of her life. And even Kevin Samuels did a video about her, and he talked about her and pretty much showed how she truly was. She was just a very selfish individual and kind of sinister. Don't know why. No explanation. All we know is that she was a very awful human being just from the outside looking in. I can't really say for sure if she truly was. Okay? This is just speculation, purely speculation. And hey, I saw a video on YouTube one time. That's all I can really say. Did a little research, read about her life. Well, come to find out, she died at the ripe old age of 81 years old. And as she's exiting life, she's screaming in pain. Don't know why. But her daughter claimed that she was seeing visions of friends and family and so on. I really don't know if those were really friends or family. In my opinion, it could have been demons. So just imagine living a life fully selfishly for yourself, rejecting men after men after men, people that loved you, completely rejected them. Okay? Rejected, I don't even know. I don't know if she rejected religion. I don't know. All I'm saying, this is the type of person that she was. And you get to the end of your life, you have at least your daughter with you. That's cool. But you lose it all. What's that verse? What shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? So what? So what if you've lived a nice life, rich and famous? So what? Okay? She's now remembered by a lot of people as somebody who was selfish and evil and had an end that was, quite frankly, very tragic because she left this world screaming in pain and fear. Read it. I'll read you let me see if I can find the quotation from her daughter. She said, "I was with her when she died. She left this world literally screaming at the top of her lungs. I was with her constantly. She lived not even 3 miles from my house. We were together practically every day. She was home for the last few weeks when the doctor told us there was nothing they could do anymore. Up until the last 2 days, she was still moving around. The doctor told us she will leave very quickly and her body will just start to shut down. But when she left the world with a bang. She left it how she lived it. She screamed her way out of here. Literally. I truly believe her survival instincts were so part of her DNA that she was not going to go quietly or willingly. It was just the two of us hanging out during the last days. She was very funny. We didn't have to talk because I always knew how she felt about me. I was the love of her life. So the last part of her life, we didn't have to have these heart-to-heart talks. She started seeing people. This is where it gets interesting. She said, she started to see people that weren't there. She thought I could see them too, but of course I couldn't. I would make fun of her like, I'm going to go to the other room, and you stay here and talk to your friends. Okay. So I've read stories like this before. Typically when this starts to happen with people, either it's a very positive experience and it's like angels or friends taking them to heaven, or it's a very dark opposite where they get taken to hell. I can't say which happened to her. All I'm saying is beware. Let this be a warning to anybody out there. If you live a life like she did, be prepared to pay the cost, okay? And I don't think it's in your best interest to live like this. You should be a bit more selfless, okay? And you reap what you sow. So I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just trying to be real honest here, okay? I know many of you are probably not religious. Even if you found this channel by chance and there's only 2 people watching this, you may not be a religious person. And I know I may not be talking to a lot of people. But you're here for a reason. And I'm here to tell you, man, the Bible gives strict warnings about people that live this way. Okay? And I'm not just preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself because guess what? We all have sin that we deal with. All right, let's move on. And I'll probably have to cut this short.
Turns out since 2019, the share of single men who say they're looking for dates or a relationship has declined from 61% to 50%. In 2018, 28% of men ages 18 to 30 reported they'd had no sex in the past year, compared with 18% of women of that age. The Hill report said men in their 20s are more likely than women in their 20s to be romantically uninvolved, sexually dormant, friendless, and lonely. They stand at the vanguard of an epidemic of declining marriage, sexuality, and relationships that afflicts all of young America. Among the causes, among the factors, a reliance on social media and online porn. But also, more young women are hooking up with each other or dating and marrying slightly older men, and heterosexual women are getting more choosy. Other troubling statistics about men come from a 2021 study from the Survey Center for American Life. They found the share of men who have 6 or more close friends, which in 1990 was 55%, by 2021 had shrunk by half. Meanwhile, those with literally 0 close friends, which stood at 3% in 1990, has zoomed to 15%. An expert quoted by The Hill said this disconnect can have catastrophic consequences for young men. Quote, in the worst case scenario, the young American man's social disconnect can have tragic consequences. Turns out since 2019...
That's sad, man. That's probably one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. And all I can say is, man, take the advice that your parents gave you when you were growing up. Go back and remember, what did my mom used to say? What did my dad used to say? Go outside, make friends, okay? I've heard somebody say, listen, if you don't swim, you will drown. So life is like that. You have to keep moving. And there was a scene in one of the old movies back in the 1980s. It was called The Never Ending Story, where I think his name was Atreyu. Atreyu was in the swamps of sadness with his horse, and his horse got stuck in the mud. And Atreyu tried to get him to keep moving. Don't stop. Keep going. But the horse stopped and gave up. So don't be like that. Don't be like that. Keep going. When you don't feel like going, just keep going. When you don't feel like going to the gym, keep going to the gym. When you don't feel like going to church, go to church, man. Because life's not all about women. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're single, if you're married, okay? People who are married are living like they're single, and people who are single are living like they're married. So don't worry about it, man. And I've got probably about 1 or 2 more videos, and then I've got to cut this short.
Touch it, have you wildin'? Last minute trips to the islands. Drip, drip, drip when you're sliding. Dip, 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 baby, ride it. Don't hesitate when you in it, cause you know I like it. Baking up a cake for you.
All right, notice in this video, you know, so many women are like this. They will use and use and use, okay? They'll have a guy over here, a guy over there, and guess what she does? She has no sexual interest in them whatsoever, okay? But she'll put them in the friend zone. Might even marry him, okay? Might even get in a relationship with men like this, okay? With no intentions of giving him sex, no intentions of taking it further romantically. And guess what? When the man says, you know what? I've had enough of this, and he stops and he goes on and he gets happy with someone else, depression sets in. And the woman starts to wonder, where did I go wrong? Why did I let this guy go? What a mistake, okay? Some of us, even guys, make mistakes like that, where we friend zone somebody that should not have been a friend. They should have been more than that, but we made that decision, and that's it. You can't look back now. You can't go back now, sweetheart. You got to deal with it. He's happy now. He's moved on. It's too late. Don't let that be you, because sometimes the guy that you put in the friend zone, yeah, that's the guy you should be with. Not the felon. Not the guy that you want, you know, in your fantasy. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. I don't want this to go on too long, but stay tuned for the next video. I've got some great content here for this channel. This is not a very popular channel. That's fine. I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to give you the truth. I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to help people. And if it impacts one person out there, I did my job. And if it doesn't, I still did my job because I tried. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'm BP signing out.
The good guys dress in black, remember that, just in case we ever face to face and make contact. The title held by me, M.I.B. means what you think you saw, you did not see. So don't blink, be what was dead is now gone. Black suit with the black Ray-Bans on, walk in shadow, move in silence.